I don't know if you can tell, but it's super smoky out today. You can even smell it. It's so bad. But I'm sure the camera's cleaning it up. Uh, hmm. Anyway, we're on to our new series here, Northern Illinois Weed Patch, and welcome. This is a continuation of the old somebody's backyard pumpkin patch that I did for many years. Um, for a couple of reasons, I'm moving this back to my original channel and changing the name and just starting all over again. Um, but we'll see how it works. Probably not good that I'm starting during Mercury retrograde, if you believe in that kind of stuff. I actually do. Okay, here are the, let's see here, jack-o'-lantern pumpkins starting to flower in earnest. Don't see any buds yet, any pumpkin buds, but we have male flowers here. These two are doing very well. There's two vines here. And the other vines on the other side doing a little less well, but they have a lot of male flowers. Those are over there are the Racer Plus, and there's oh, I thought they were a little behind the jack o' lantern, but looks like they're already producing female flowers, which doesn't mean we have a pumpkin on the way yet, but I'll be darned. Okay, well, maybe they do it faster because they are a faster growing pumpkin. We have the corn here, and trying everything to keep the raccoons away, and yeah, it's going to be scary for the next few weeks. But I'd say in a week and a half we can probably harvest the corn. But I don't have much experience with corn, so we shall see. And zucchini. We have had tons of zucchini, but they have stalled. They are not producing anything right now. I don't know if it's because of the conditions. It's been extraordinarily hot, and now it's extraordinarily smoky. I notice the smoke isn't stopping the bees, though. So, yeah, that's good. I was worried about that. This is a pumpkin that came up on its own. It's a little droopy, so I'm watching it because sometimes when a pumpkin droops, it's okay during the day, but if it droops in the evening, well into the evening, then you might have bacterial wilt or something, and you have to get rid of the plant. There's no cure for that. So, I'm still not sure what kind of pumpkin this is. I thought it was the midnight pumpkin from last year. Now I'm not so sure. So we'll figure it out. We also had another pumpkin that came up by the garage, and that was unexpected. And these little guys down here, I thought they were pumpkins. Turns out they are some sort of cucumber. And we'll see which cucumber they are. I think they're probably the pickles. And I'm surprised those survived in the garden over the winter, those seeds. But you never know. And cucumbers here. We've had a lot of pickles. I'm working on a second batch of pickles. We already had a first batch of pickles, and they didn't turn out badly. I'm getting better at making them. Yeah, there's one of the. Oh, that's a zucchini. And I'm going to have to crawl in there somehow to get that zucchini. I don't know if you can see it. Ha! That's the problem this time of year. You got to crawl into the garden past all the bugs. And here we've had a lot of Melrose peppers. A lot more, I see. So I'm going to have to cook those or give them away. All my neighbors are gone right now, so I'm gonna have to go to the food pantry with the excess peppers. Okay, excuse the noise. As usual, there's a ton of work going on around here. No eggplants yet. I thought that one was going to be an eggplant, but it's not doing anything. So we'll see how that does. And got tomatoes. We're going to have tomatoes galore. And there's Santa Claus on the ground there. I don't know why. Yeah, this this guy's not a real healthy plant, but it's producing well. This is the bush beefsteak. And over here we got Manitoba. Manitoba is not producing as this. The middle one's not producing at all. Um, but that's normally the case in this bed for some reason. But this one's doing okay. And what else have we got? What else have we got here? Da-da-da-da-da. We got a big spaghetti squash. I gotta wait for that to turn yellow and become very hard to stick your fingernail into. So, and we got a butternut squash. I don't know if that's gonna make it. It's kind of funky. The potatoes are doing pretty good. Waiting for them to die back. We did end up with some sunflowers. I don't even know what I'm aiming at here. Yeah, some sunflowers. Those all came up on their own. The ones I tried to grow are starting to grow a little bit. That one came up on its own. That poodle came up on her own. Hi, honey. Lily. Lily, hi. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. She says no. She says, I have no personality for the camera. I'm all cute when the camera's not around. Yeah. Okay. All right. And these are all volunteer tomatoes from last year. So it looks like we're going to have, oh boy, there's already one here. Ah, yeah. It looks like it might be a beefsteak. Okay. And this is Rosie being a moo cow. Are you a moo cow, Rosie? Rosie? Rose? Yeah, moo cow. Okay. And I am way behind on the weeding because it's been so hot. But I'm going to try to get out here next week. It's supposed to cool off a bit. Here we have another pickle. Great. Yeah. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. Another pickle. We've had a few jalapenos, tame jalapenos. Now, one thing I noticed about those is they're never tame. I put some in scrambled eggs and almost choked to death. They're so hot. And let's see what else we got here. All right. I've got a mess here, so don't say anything. But this is the volunteer pumpkin. Not sure which kind, but we'll help it along and see what we end up with. Never turn down a volunteer plant unless it's a weed. I got a lot of those volunteers. Oh my, everybody's drying out over here. This is the cattails. I have decided I am going to scoop out the junk that's at the bottom of these ponds and replace it with peat moss and sand. And these will be bog gardens rather than ponds. They have dried out completely because it's been hot and dry for the last week. So that's why you're seeing that death scene there. Yeah, I'm going to do that once it cools down because right now I just cannot get anything done. It's so hot and smoky and so forth and so on. So, put a new hummingbird feeder over there and they're starting to use it. And I know you're going to yell and scream that, oh my gosh, you shouldn't use the colored hummingbird food. You have to in that feeder because there's no red on it otherwise, and they will not find it very fast. So that's where we're at with the garden. I'm watching 2 dogs, so I'm gonna sit home with the dogs today. They're all upset that their mom and dad went off on a trip, so it's gonna be a long 6 days with those two. That's Mila and Marty next door, and the other neighbors are gone to Wisconsin, where I think the smoke is even worse. So, yeah, it's definitely Mercury retrograde. Nothing's going right now. Anyway, I'll see you the next time. Take care.